What to the slave is the 4th of July? It's a question that abolitionist Frederick Douglass posed in 1852, years before the end of slavery in the United States. I'm Jessica Larche here in Jamestown, where America's story began as the first English settlement in North America in the 1600s. It's also where some enslaved Africans were sold and traded, their humanity ignored, and the wealth generated from their enslavement helped fund the Revolutionary War. It is a heinous part of American history that we can't ignore as we mark 250 years of America. Where the water meets the land at Jamestown,
history is always controversial.
So too collides the pride and pain of America's past.
We can acknowledge, I think, our great achievements and acknowledge where we're flawed.
When historian Mark Summers leads tours at historic Jamestown, he doesn't shy away from the shameful scenes in our country's story.
We can't ignore the contradictions because then we're whitewashing our past.
Summers says as the capital of the Virginia colony, Jamestown shaped laws by the 1660s that ensured slavery was based on race.
The very laws were being created to keep one group enslaved.
Enslavement was a wealth generator.
Right. And that profit is based on having labor that's not paid, by having people tied to the very plantation.
Those profits propelled the colony's economy and helped their push for independence from Great Britain.
If you're talking about the Revolutionary period, absolutely slavery played a major role.
Norfolk State University historian Dr. Cassandra Newby-Alexander.
We hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal.
Reflects on the irony of Thomas Jefferson as a primary author of the Declaration of Independence in 1776 while owning slaves.
The Declaration posited the Americans in a position saying that the British government is treating us as slaves. So how can you not talk about slavery when the very document that you're celebrating mentions that word just in a different way?
The 1781 victory at Yorktown essentially sealed America's independence, but it was far from the country Jefferson described in his declaration.
And so when you plug into the very essence of humanity and you say this is what we're standing for, the respect of all human beings to be equal, that they all have a right given to them by God or their creator for and to those rights, and no government can remove those rights. When you start at that point, you're going to see a demand.
A demand that led to the end of slavery during the Civil War. A demand that evolved into the civil rights and women's rights movements. A demand that lives 250 years into America's story.
What do you want people to hold on this 250 as we talk about our country's history of enslavement?
I think we need to remember that there is an enduring story of freedom.
You have to recognize that you can't really separate what you like and don't like in history. You can't possibly make things better if you don't know how, when, and where they went wrong in the first place.
Reporting in Jamestown, Jessica Larche, WTKR News 3. You know,
I was just pondering one of his last comments, that you can't separate what you like and what you don't like when you're talking about history.
It is all a part of America's story, and especially our area where so much unfolded. We talk about the first Africans that arrived here enslaved in 1619 at Fort Monroe, but that's also the first place where those seeking freedom came to Fort Monroe during the Civil War, known as contraband of war. And so our area has such a legacy where we see enslavement, but we also see a huge push for freedom, and it's all a part of the American story.
Yeah, you got to acknowledge the achievements, but also acknowledge where we're flawed as a nation.
Absolutely.